Hey guys, welcome. Today we are talking metabolism and weight loss. There's so much information out there about revving your metabolism, how to calculate your metabolism, losing weight, weight loss. How do you really know how fast your metabolism is? Well, the bottom line is if you're trying to lose weight, it's calories in versus calories out. So that's how much you're consuming versus how fast your body is burning those calories. The key is, how do you know how many calories you're burning? And there are really two ways to do this. A lot of those machines and cardio machines and whatever will give you some sort of ballpark range, but you cannot take those at face value because there are so many different variables. Like if you look at studies that show that the same 5 people can have the exact same weight, the same height, but their metabolism is totally different, and it really has nothing to do with how much fat they have. Lean body mass does correlate with a faster metabolism, so the more muscle you have, the more you burn, but there really was no correlation in terms of height, overall weight, body fat. So don't think you're on the treadmill and it tells you you've burned 500 calories and that you've just burned 500 calories. It's totally subjective. So how do you really know? Well, there are 2 ways. One is you can go to one of those fancy scientific machines and pay for it, and they usually cost a fair amount of money, and they usually, a medical or healthcare provider will give you one of those tests, and you could absolutely do that if you're very, very strict about numbers. And then you'd also have to calculate how many calories you're intaking, correct? Because you want to balance intake versus outtake. And if you are not losing weight after that scientific intake, then there's one or 2 things is happening. Either there's some sort of hormonal or something else going on. So then you want to check with your healthcare provider. And another thing is, a lot of times, especially women, tend to actually eat too little. If they're eating too little a day, then their body starts to store everything. So they're not going to lose the weight because their body is constantly in holding pattern. So you actually can eat more and lose weight. The other way, the more realistic way for most people and for me, for everybody, is self-experimentation. And this takes time. No 2 people are the same. So to do this, you just need to start experimenting with different things. Like, obviously activity is going to increase your metabolic burn. So you exercise, it's going to go up. But also experiment with, different levels of food intake on different days and see what works for you, what doesn't work for you. And again, if you really are finding that your calories in are a solid number and you are burning more than you're consuming, check with your healthcare provider. Maybe it could be a thyroid problem. It could be some sort of low testosterone, whatever it is. So the answer is really up to you. You need to experiment yourself. Nobody knows your body like you know your body. There's no magic secret. There's no magic pill. I'm sorry. I wish they might have that someday. But right now, for long-term results, get to know your body and what works for you. Bye, guys.